Hi, this is Colleen Lehman, the Public Health Liaison at Douglas County Health Department, and I'm here just to offer some news on what's happening with our Douglas County Health Department. Probably one of the biggest things that we're doing right now is our testing for COVID-19 has very much increased, specifically just after the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. So first and foremost, we're asking for your patience as we work through those many tests that we're performing lately. I can tell you that in the last 2 days, there have been almost 60 new cases of COVID uncovered through that testing process. So we ask for your grace as we work as quickly and carefully as we can. By the way, if you do get a negative COVID test, but you're feeling, you've got some pretty strong symptoms, we highly recommend that you see your healthcare provider just to make sure that perhaps you don't have influenza or some other illness. Just because you don't have COVID, you could certainly have something else that requires medical attention. So keep that in mind, if you would, please. Also like to let you know that currently our testing is not by appointment. You come as a drive-through Monday through Thursdays, 8:30 to 4, Fridays, 8:30 to noon. We may have a change in our format as to how we go about doing that testing after the first of the year. We'll give you more information on that if and when that comes to fruition. But for right now, things continue on as they have been. There are 2 dates where we won't be testing. That will be December 24th and 27th due to the Christmas holidays. In COVID news, in December, Douglas County saw 235 new cases of COVID reported. Of those 235 cases, 206 of those represented unvaccinated people. And there was 1 death recorded due to COVID-19 in Douglas County as well. You've probably heard in the news a little bit or a lot of bit about the Omicron variant. There's a new variant that has been discovered, and it has been labeled a variant of concern. Whether or not it has formally reached the United States hasn't been documented, but it's widely thought that it's probably here and just hasn't been identified as of yet. The concern with the Omicron variant is that it appears to be very highly transmissible. There's 30 plus mutations on the spike protein, so a lot of mutations with that variant. As to the degree that it will make you sick, as to whether or not our current vaccinations are effective against it, that remains to be seen. Scientific experts say it'll be several weeks before they know that type of information. But if you hear about Omicron, that's what they're talking about. Our vaccination rate countywide in Douglas is almost at 44% right now, according to the Illinois Department of Public Health website. We here at the health department are offering weekly vaccine clinics. Those are taking place on Thursdays at the Tuscola Community Building. You're able to make an appointment for those. We typically offer Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson. And to make that appointment, you just go online to dchealth.org and sign up for the vaccine that you're interested in receiving. We can do first and second doses and booster doses as well. And speaking of boosters, you may already be aware of this, but any adult, anyone age 18 plus that has received their primary series, so their first 2 doses of Pfizer or Moderna, or their 1 dose of J&J, is now eligible to get a booster dose as well. The only caveat to that is if you had Pfizer or Moderna, it has to have been 6 months since you had that second shot, or with J&J, it has to have been 2 months since you got that 1 dose of J&J. Again, sign up for those with us through the Douglas County Health Department. Kids age 5 and up are now eligible also for a Pfizer vaccine. It was recently approved for kids as young as age 5 to receive that vaccine as well. We are not offering the Pfizer vaccine for kids on a regular basis at our vaccine clinics just because storage requirements and things for that vaccine. But we are occasionally holding some vaccine clinics specifically for that purpose. And there are also other options for getting that vaccine for your children. For instance, there are some pharmacies have that available, and we will let you know more about that as we have that information available to us as well. There's some other news too that's not COVID related. The open enrollment period is now ongoing for Marketplace health insurance. That runs through, I think you can still enroll through January 15th. If you have interest in that but need a little help with that online enrollment process, we have two bilingual staff members here that are trained to help you get through that process. You can call the health department here at 217-253-4137 and ask for YESI or DLC. They can either help you over the phone, they can make an appointment for you to come in, and they can help you navigate that process face-to-face. And then we are also holding occasional public outreach efforts where they'll be at places throughout the county to offer that assistance as well. But the best thing to do right now, if you want to learn more about that, is to, again, call out that health department number and ask for YESI or DLC, and we'll help get you set up for looking at that process. With the holiday seasons upon us, we are partnering with the Tuscola Kiwanis Club and are accepting donations here at our Outlet Mall office area for brand new socks or underwear for kids aged toddlers up through 17 as part of a one-stop Christmas shop effort that helps families in need. So if you have any interest in making a donation like that, again, brand new socks or underwear for any of those age groups, you can drop them off here at our office at the Outlet Mall. It's at Building J600. Anytime Monday through Friday working hours, so 8:30 to about 4 o'clock or so. I think we have to turn those in the next 2 weeks. So maybe get them to us, I would say like by December 10th, and that way we'll make sure to be able to include your donation in that effort. Another effort that I'm working on here, I've talked about it a little bit before, I'm calling it the Pandemic Project. I'm looking for any submissions from any Douglas County resident, business owner, anyone about how the pandemic's affected you, what things you've learned through it, how life was as we're living through this pandemic. It can be something written, it can be an oral, some storytelling about the pandemic, it can be a video submission. I'd love to hear from any and all of you, whether it's as a personal citizen, as a business owner, as a school teacher, as a student, as a healthcare worker. Looking to hear from anyone and everyone for this. You can contact me here if you want to learn more about it at 217-253-4137, extension 1229. You can email me at Colleen, which is COLLEEN .LEHMANN at DouglasCountyIL.com. And I'd love to talk to you more about it or hear what you have to say about this. This is I'm just trying to gather a historical documentation of this rather unique time in history that we are all living through. On a similar note, same contact information. If you have any ideas for me for articles that I could write and submit on our social media platforms, or if you have a question for us that you would like us to answer on those same social media platforms, call me, contact me, email me, and we'd love to include those and let everybody know the answers. There's probably other people wondering the same thing you are, so give us a call, email us, and let us know what's on your mind. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, have a wonderful Christmas holiday, and we will see you again in 2022. Thanks so much.